Falling in love is such a beautiful sight to see, but what happens when you get blindsided by your partner having HIV? Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. I hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. No excuses. I'm just gonna say the seasonal depression has really hit me like a ton of bricks, you guys, and I have literally been trying to just like sit with my feelings, but I'm going to like force myself to get up out of these feelings to come at you guys with the content. And you know, during this little time of like reflection, I've really been pondering on the fact that HIV is something that is negatively affecting the gay community, yet a lot of people don't talk about it, especially on these dating apps where you see a lot of chicanery go on or hear a lot of chicanery go on. It's like nobody talks about, you know, wrapping it up. Nobody talks about safe sex anymore, especially in this day and age where it's just all about sex, getting eaten out, all that jazz. Like nobody talks about the repercussions of, you know, going to someone's house to get ate out. So this is Beasley here, your big gay brother, talking to you young gays and you women that want to hear about the gays and what goes on in the gay community. I'm talking to you guys about exactly how and why HIV just negatively affects our community, and mainly just with the sheer fact of like how we let it get out of control. So let's get into it, shall we? So I got these statistics from the CDC, baby. If you don't know, well now you know. Every 1 in 6 men that have HIV is either gay or bisexual. Out of 1 in every 4, they are a Latino man, and out of 1 in every 2, they are a black man. And I guess out of every white man, they just white. But the craziest fact to me is that over half the men in the world that have HIV are in fact gay men. And like a large majority of the newer cases of HIV come from gay or bisexual men. And, you know, it's the sheer fact that the CDC says that gay and bisexual men are disproportionately affected by HIV, the HIV disease. And my thing is, I kind of hate that disproportionately affected term, because it's like, how did it get here? How did the disease get here? How did it land here? Where did it start? Like, you guys know that we're disproportionately affected, but how did it start to mainly affect gay and bisexual men? I don't think they have the answer, Sway. But I know part of the reason how it got this way, and that is due to the sheer fact that my gays, y'all don't like to wear condoms. Y'all don't like to wear condoms, especially you tops. You guys do not like to wear condoms. You want to go up in every single thing raw. Like, you guys want to just raw dog reality. Like, you guys don't want to wear the glove. You don't want to show no love. You just want to just get in, get out, and get something. Like, y'all, I remember countless times where I would be on the app and, you know, I would be on there to find somebody to do the monster mash. And it never happened due to the fact that I would ask them, I'm like, do you wear condoms? And then they would instantly either say no, or they would just completely block my ass out of nowhere. And I would just be flabbergasted. And I'm just like, oh, wow, you blocked me, Beasley, because I asked for protection from you? Baby, Maybe that's God helping me out, because ugh. Another factor that has helped us die on this hill is the PrEP pill. And the PrEP pill has emboldened a lot of the gays to not wear condoms. Like, I will say now, I'm on the PrEP pill, and I think that has been like the main case of like me being on these apps, and these people are just like, oh no, I don't wear condoms. Like, you're on PrEP, right? But little do a lot of people know that only protects against HIV. It doesn't protect against other STDs. But I guess a lot of people are just like, oh, well, as long as it's not HIV, I'm all good. And baby, that's not what's good. That's not what's good. Like, you need protection on top of that protection. And it kind of makes me think, like, you know, PrEP was introduced to us. They give it to us free, for free. There's ways to get it for free. And it's kind of just made it easy to introduce other health problems within the gay community, if you get my drift. Now, I semi-believe in, you know, the world's always trying to kill you in some form of fashion, but maybe PrEP is something that's adding to that list, if you get my drift. The main thing that has led to people getting HIV is simply not talking about it. Like, I don't see a lot of talk about STDs and HIV within anything on social media. You know, everybody likes to be on the apps and scroll, be on the shade room, a lot of these Instagram blogs, all that jazz. But there's never like a good, healthy amount of discourse about HIVs and how you can contract them and how you can protect yourself against them. Like, I rarely ever see anybody talking about this, especially in the gay community, especially on gay Twitter where it's just riddled with porn. So it's like you have people that refuse to wear condoms, you have people that refuse to talk about STD, HIV, and you have an abundance of people that don't even really know their status, are afraid to get their status and afraid to confirm their status, but aren't afraid to go out and have like random raw sex with other people. So that just begs the question of, are you ready to date somebody who has HIV? Now, I can't speak for you. I can only speak for me. Me personally, in my short dating spree, I have actually dated somebody that has HIV, and it was news to me a little bit down the line. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of a story time, I was dating this dude. I think we were about like 3 weeks in. You know, things were going good. We were going steady. I wasn't really feeling him at first, but you know, I gave it a chance because there wasn't anybody else barking up my tree, and I really grew to like really like him, really be affectionate with him, and really like began to like nurture him. Like it felt like he was literally becoming my own. Like he was becoming my boo thing. But for some reason, it just doesn't last forever, I guess. But like, I will forever be a hopeless romantic. But about 3 weeks in, you know, we were chilling on this very sofa. You know, we were playing around. I think we were watching like the Martin reunion or something like that. So he was laughing, and he was like kind of like fell off the couch and was like just laughing on the floor at something. And then he looked me in the eyes and he was like, you know, I really like this and I really like you, and I just have to be honest with you. And I was just like, okay. And he's like, can I tell you something? And I'm just like, sure, tell me anything. And he's like, I'm HIV positive. Now, y'all, on the outside, looking him dead in the eye, I was just like, oh, are you serious? Like, for real? But on the inside, y'all, I was just like, oh! Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it took a lot in me to just, you know, hear this man out, be cool, calm, and collected. He told me about how he got it. He told me about, you know, him being a little hot in the ass growing up. Like, he's always, you know, tops can get any piece of ass they want in the gay community. Like, if you just have like a little bit of swag and a good personality and charisma, you can sample every piece of ass in sight. So that's what he did. You know, it was like Whole Foods to him when he came out of the closet. Actually, I think from what he told me, he was getting it in high school, baby. And I was just like, oh, wow. So you're you have seasoned peen. That's what I like to call it. But that seasoned peen ended up dipping into some expired ass, and that's how he got the pass. That's how he got the HIV pass, like the check mark against the box. Like, that's how he contracted it. And y'all, I'm not going to lie. It took a lot out of me. It took a lot out of me to, you know, remain with him and be with him, especially since he kind of like poured out a little bit of his heart to me. And I gotta keep it real. Like, I didn't want to be like the status quo, which is an asshole. Like, I've heard a lot of stories about, let's say the person had HIV and then they ended up telling their partner and their partner ended up turning on them. Like, I didn't want to be that, especially since I was like genuinely starting to like this dude. And then when you factor in, you know, he kind of reassured me that like he was already on his meds. You know, I was on the PrEP pill. And anytime we had intercourse, like we had intercourse after the fact, it was protected. But I will say, you know, TMI, but I always give you guys TMI. There was like a little issue between us because he wanted to have raw sex, and I just was not ready. I wasn't mature enough to do it. I just was not there. No matter what layers of protection I had against the virus, I just wasn't there. But the relationship didn't work out anyway, so baby, I made the right decision because Once the relationship ended, you guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now, this is the immature side of me. It was a sigh of relief. I was just like, oh, thank you, baby. Ooh, Jesus. Like, I am so glad I did not have raw sex with him. Like, you better keep that shriveled up poison stick away from me. But all jokes aside, you guys, 9 times out of 10, you will end up dating somebody with HIV if you're in the gay community. Because, to my surprise, and from what he told me, a lot of people have it. Like, a lot of people have it. A lot of people that he has dealt with have it. And it's just like, well, goddamn. It's like you just have to be prepared and just laced up all time. So, my guys, if you want to get on PrEP, get on PrEP. If you already have HIV, get on your fucking meds and stop slutting around. And then on top of that, you guys, wear condoms. Wear condoms, wear condoms. Now, I'm a bottom, so I don't really understand why tops have an issue with wearing condoms. If you guys, tell me why you tops don't like to wear condoms. And you drop in the comments and tell me why you guys don't like to wear condoms. Because, like what's the issue? But yeah, y'all, this was just my discourse on the whole entire HIV and really just starting the conversation because I just don't ever see a lot of people talking about this. Like, we got to start talking about this shit. Like, we got to protect ourselves and we got to live a healthy and happy life because this whole entire world is trying to kill us off anyway. So, bitch, we got to make the most out of our time here. And we ain't got no time to be in no damn clinic, baby. But yeah, this video was probably a little all over the place, just like my life is. But those are my views. Be sure to dislike, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to come back at you guys with some more content.